McLaren experienced a Dutch Grand Prix of soaring highs and crushing lows in 2025, as Oscar Piastri claimed a commanding victory, while Lando Norris suffered a heartbreaking title setback when his car retired from second place just 7 laps from the end. The Zandvoort weekend, marked by spectacular on-track drama and unpredictable weather, brought out the best and worst of fortune for the Woking-based team. From the early practice sessions, McLaren signaled they had the car to beat at Zandvoort, with both Norris and Piastri consistently topping the timesheets. In qualifying, Piastri secured pole position by a razor-thin margin, with Norris just thousandths behind, locking out the front row for McLaren and confirming their superiority on the sinuous Dutch circuit. At lights out, Piastri converted pole into an early lead, but Norris briefly slipped to third behind Verstappen after a tight first corner exchange. Norris demonstrated his characteristic aggression and composure by reclaiming second from Max Verstappen within the first 10 laps, setting up a 1-2 for McLaren as they broke away from the rest of the field. When a safety car was triggered by an incident involving Lewis Hamilton, both McLarens took advantage, double-stacking efficiently for hard tires. Their pit strategy was seamless, despite the inherent risks of such maneuvers, allowing Piastri and Norris to retain their leading positions on the restart. A second safety car, following contact between Leclerc and Antonelli, again saw the McLarens react with sharp strategic calls, pitting for fresh rubber while minimizing time loss. Despite the ever-changing track conditions and a flurry of accidents elsewhere, both drivers remained disciplined, with Norris shadowing Piastri and biding his time for a late-race attack. With less than 10 laps to go, Norris, who had closed within DRS range of Piastri, suddenly reported smoke in the cockpit and an unusual smell. The team quickly diagnosed an oil leak and instructed Norris to retire the car immediately, ending hopes of a potential battle for the race win and shattering what looked set to be McLaren's 5th consecutive 1-2 finish. Norris's retirement was an enormous blow, swinging the title momentum dramatically. What would have been a meager 2-point gap between the McLaren teammates ballooned to a daunting 34-point deficit for Norris, a setback compounded by the risk of further penalties if a new power unit is needed for subsequent races. Norris, visibly frustrated but composed, praised the team's work and credited Piastri, but admitted the situation was now out of my control. From the start, it was clear the McLaren MCL39 was the class of the field, displaying exceptional aerodynamic efficiency and race pace that outmatched Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes. Peter Windsor, in his race analysis, highlighted McLaren's ability to excel on the hard tire compound in the latter stages of the race, pulling away from the competition while others fought to keep their tires alive. This strategic advantage allowed them to control the race tempo while saving enough tire life to withstand late race pressure, a testament to the team's holistic vehicle development program, focusing on both speed and tire management. The steep banking at turns 3 and the final corner, both close to 18 degrees, placed extraordinary demands on the car's tires and suspension setup. McLaren's engineers had to devise a setup that struck a delicate balance between downforce and mechanical grip, optimizing the car to handle these high G-forces while preserving tire life under uneven wear conditions. This balance allowed McLaren to maintain a competitive pace while managing tire degradation better than several rivals, especially on the hard compound used during critical parts of the race. During the race, McLaren's strategic decisions were pivotal to their commanding beginning-to-end control. Their choice to double-stack pit stops under both safety car periods was executed flawlessly with minimal time loss, which maintained their supremacy at the front. The team's savvy tire strategy prioritized the hard tires, despite track conditions favoring softer compounds for grip, banking on the durability and consistent performance of the MCL39 on these rubber compounds. Lando Norris's car failure late in the race was especially significant given McLaren's previously stellar reliability record. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, personified the weekend's contrasting emotions, expressing enormous pride in the victory while acknowledging the acute disappointment surrounding Norris's misfortune. Stella committed the team to a thorough technical review, emphasizing that this was McLaren's first major reliability failure after a long run of problem-free races, and expressing full support for Norris's championship aspirations moving forward. Piastri's drive was one of relentless precision. He controlled the race from the front, managed tire wear, reacted calmly to each safety car intervention, and posted the fastest lap of the day to secure his first career Grand Slam. Pole, win, fastest lap, led every lap. After the race, Piastri was gracious to his teammate, noting that he never wanted to benefit from Norris's misfortune. Post-race, the team revealed that the failure was on the chassis side and not a recurring engine or hybrid fault, an important distinction as the team prepares for Monza. The aftermath of Norris's retirement has intensified scrutiny on McLaren's 2025 reliability record. Although this Dutch Grand Prix marked the team's first major mechanical failure in over 2 seasons, it comes amid a season where competitors like Ferrari and Red Bull have focused hard on both speed and bulletproof consistency, leaving McLaren little room for technical error. Team principal Andrea Stella acknowledged that while the retirement was painful and unexpected, the team remains committed to a full technical review before Monza, emphasizing both pride in the car's pace and urgency to address emerging weaknesses. Prior to the Dutch Grand Prix, McLaren already faced questions about the aggressive design updates on their MCL39, particularly to the front suspension and braking systems. These changes, aimed at extracting every millisecond of performance, have resulted in greater stress on critical components, raising new concerns that peak speed may be coming at the expense of long-run durability. While the car has been the grid's benchmark for pace, these reliability flags threaten to undermine the team's championship ambitions, compelling engineers to balance innovation with fundamental race completion needs. The internal pressure on McLaren is mounting as missed opportunities in reliability risk not just valuable championship points, but also team morale and driver confidence. Both Norris and Piastri are not just racing rival teams, but fighting to ensure their machinery allows them to compete consistently at the front. The coming races will be defined not simply by which team is fastest, but by whose car can withstand the physical and technical rigors of one of the most competitive seasons in recent F1 memory. The engineers' relentless off-track work and in-race strategy contributed to what, but for one mechanical gremlin, would have been another dominant double podium, showcasing McLaren's progress as both a technical and operational power. Heading to Monza, McLaren face a bittersweet scenario. They are clearly the team to beat on pure pace, but must shore up reliability and rally morale in the face of the lost opportunity for Norris. The Zandvoort result made clear that the F1 2025 Drivers' World Championship may hinge not just on speed and strategy, but McLaren's response to adversity,